Beyond the Gates spoilers for Monday, September 22nd imply that Doug McBride will issue an ultimatum, while Danny Dupree and Andre Richardson make a new agreement. While Dani and Andre know they have feelings for other people, being in Vegas will stir up their wild sides. So exactly what kind of new agreement will they make? Will they decide to get hitched? Andre did mention that during the Friday, September 19th episode. Perhaps the two simply commit to each other as girlfriend/boyfriend, or accept their situationship for what it is and never bring up a relationship again? Fans will have to tune in to find out. Across town, Beyond the Gates, spoilers for September 22nd. Note that Catherine "Cat" Richardson will talk to her cousin about her confused feelings for Tomas Navarro. What kind of insight will Chelsea Hamilton have? Fans can tell that Cat cares for Tomas. However, their time in the bedroom has placed a damper on their romance. What should have brought them closer and pulled them apart? So is Tomas terrible in bed? Or is this a Cat problem? It'll be interesting to see how Chelsea chimes in. Meanwhile, Nicole Richardson will spill the tea to her mom, Anita Dupree, regarding Ted Richardson's latest fumble. How will Anita react when she learns about Ted and Leslie Thomas's bedroom romp? It's unfortunate, as Anita and Leslie had a semi-tender moment during the September 19th show when Anita shared more about her biological mother, Barbara Mitchell, with Leslie. The news is sure to sour Anita's feelings towards both Ted and Leslie. With that said, it may also make Anita sad, as it's clear that her marriage with Ted is completely unsalvageable. Speaking of sour, Doug will issue his wife, Vanessa McBride, an ultimatum. From the sounds of it, Doug will want Vanessa to choose between him and Joey Armstrong. Considering Vanessa will head on a trip with Joey later on in the week, it sounds like her decision surrounding this ultimatum will rub Doug the wrong way. Beyond the Gates spoilers hint that Doug's week is about to get far worse, as his wife heads on a romantic getaway with the casino owner. In addition, Doug will also end up in a dire situation. So, is this the end of the road for the former surgeon and gambling addict? Beyond the Gates spoilers for the week of September 2026 suggest that Anita Dupree will interrupt Danny Dupree and Andre Richardson's fun, while Vanessa McBride will get terrifying news. The CBS soap released its preview video for next week, so it's time to talk about all the drama that is set to drop in the land of Fairmont Crest. The BTG preview opens showing Dani and Andre kissing on their hotel bed, giggling along the way, presumably in Vegas, since they talked about heading to Sin City during the week of September 15th and 19. As the scenes shift, the next clip shows Anita, decked out in a beautiful pink number with stunning heels, her hair done, walking along in a flashy casino as she states, "We don't ask why, we say bye-bye." The camera pans to Andre and Dani, looking stunned by Anita. So why and how will she end up in Las Vegas? Does she know D'Andre is there? Fans will have to tune in to find out. Meanwhile, the next clip features Vanessa at Uptown, as Joey Armstrong asks her to head out of town on a getaway of their own. As the promo video progresses, Vanessa and Joey are shown in their hotel room as he makes one simple request. He asks the blonde to remove her wedding ring. After he does this, Doug McBride is shown in a clip playing with his wedding band while at Joey's casino at a table. Doug is gambling, as he tells the man next to him that marriage is a lot like a high-stakes gamble. And the odds are never in your favor. As the Beyond the Gates promo for the week of September 20th to 26 continues, Jacob Hawthorne is at the police station on the phone. He tells Vanessa there's something important he needs to talk to her about. The scenes instantly shift to Vanessa in her hotel room bed with Joey, replying, asking Jacob what's going on. The woman seems scared, so what will J-Bob tell her? Beyond the Gates spoilers seem to hint that Doug's days are numbered in Fairmont Crest. So did Joey sweep Vanessa on a mini vacay to get her out of the area so one of his thugs could get rid of her husband, while also providing an alibi for him and her so the police don't trace things back to them? Beyond the Gates spoilers for the week of September 22 indicate some major moments in the land of Fairmont Crest. Doug McBride steps into a dangerous situation, while Joey Armstrong issues a warning, and June saves the day for someone. Beyond the Gates spoilers for the week of September 22nd hint that Doug will be in a dire circumstance. But before that, he'll also issue Vanessa McBride an ultimatum. It looks like he'll place all his cards on the line and ask her to choose between him and Joey. While it's unclear what her decision will be, Vanessa will go away with Joey on a getaway next week, upon Joey's request. It sounds like Joey purposely wants to be out of town. BTG fans know he learned that Doug was going to try and expose his money laundering activities, so it looks like Doug may suffer some terrible consequences to his actions. In more interesting news, Joey and Marcel Malone will put their heads together midweek and concoct a plan. As the days go by, Doug will find himself in danger, and then Fairmont Crest will be rocked by some bad news coming from police officer Jacob Hawthorne. Could Joey have Doug murdered? Speaking of, a couple will decide to solidify their relationship in Puerto Rico. Is this about Joey and Vanessa? Will their getaway take them to Puerto Rico? Will the two get married? Regardless, as the week comes to a close, Joey will offer someone a warning. What is this about? And could this threat be directed toward Vanessa? Elsewhere, after Jacob drops his bombshell, Nicole Richardson will be in comfort mode to help a friend. Is this friend Vanessa? They are besties after all. Meanwhile, Bill Hamilton and Haley Hamilton will also get caught up in some emotional turmoil after Jacob's news hits Fairmont Crest. Doug visited Bill for help to bring Joey down, and Bill ratted him out to the casino owner. Will Bill and Haley feel guilty for what's transpired? On to some feel-good BTG spoilers. June will play a hero to someone. Could that someone be her biological daughter, Samantha Richardson? Elsewhere, Martin Richardson will attempt to assist Samantha with something. However, the entire incident will end up ticking Bradley Smitty Smith off. Yikes. Will Smarty ever get back on track? Dani&Andre and Andre Richardson will enjoy some time in Vegas next week, and also come to an agreement regarding something. Will they finally place a label on their situationship? Across town, beyond the gates, spoilers for the week of September 26. Note that Jacob will uncover something Derek Baldwin is trying to keep under wraps. Is this about Derek's progress with his condition? Meanwhile, Shanice Johnson will also keep some major information hidden. Is this about Derek too? Finally, Anita Dupree and Vernon Dupree will have their fair share of drama as they navigate through a family crisis. Is this about Leslie Thomas? What kind of other stunts will she pull next week? One big one will be giving Eva Thomas a massive present, so what will she gift her daughter? Dani&Andre got drunk and decided to head out of the DMV for greener pastures, temporarily at least. Their destination? Las Vegas. But they're not the only couple that the latest video preview for Beyond the Gates features. During the week of September 22 to 26, it looks like drama will focus on Doug and Vanessa, as well as Joey and Vanessa. Here's the breakdown. While we certainly would like to know about this Anita Williams Dupree lookalike, who says things like, "We don't ask why, we say bye-bye," what we really want to know is whether or not Dani&Andre are about to get married. Does it look like they are at a Vegas wedding chapel to you? Meanwhile, Dani&Andre aren't the only ones who sneak out of town. "You want to take me on vacation?" Vanessa asks Joey Armstrong while at Uptown. The next shot, they are in a hotel room somewhere in the world. According to the weekly BTG teasers, one couple heads to Puerto Rico. It must be Joey and Vanessa. "I have one demand to make," insists Joey. "Name it," Vanessa responds. "Take off your wedding ring." Apparently, the casino owner wants no reminder of Doug with them as they vacay in style. In other related news, it looks like Doug is the one playing with his wedding ring. Is Doug and Vanessa's marriage over for good? This marriage thing is nothing but a high-stakes gamble, and the odds are never in your favor, a down-and-out Doug says while sitting at one of Joey's poker tables next to shady but legendary Detective Marcel Malone. Malone is one of Joey's go-to guys. If he's sitting next to Doug, does this mean the unemployed cardiologist is in for some trouble? Marcel is also shown in the precinct, and he looks like he's listening in on Jacob, who's on the phone with Vanessa. "There's an important matter I need to talk to you about," Jacob says. Vanessa responds while in bed with Joey. "Jacob, what's going on?" What does Jacob want to tell her? Mystery, danger, and potential tragedy seem to be on the Beyond the Gates agenda for the week of September 22-26. The action revolves around Doug, with Joey as the puppet master. On Tuesday, Joey and Marcel hatch a mysterious plan that must involve Doug. Joey has learned that he cannot rely on the man to stay quiet about his criminal operation. Bill threw Doug under the bus with what he learned. Doug wants to expose Joey's money laundering ways and fill in the cops about how Joey ordered Randy to kill a certain bigoted busboy. Joey can't have this, so a plan is hatched. What will this payback plan involve? Violence? We cannot rule that out at this point. Midweek, Joey and Vanessa are most likely in Puerto Rico together. Very convenient considering things are about to go down beyond the gates of Fairmont Crest and/or the surrounding area. That gives Joey a convenient alibi, no? Suddenly, two major revelations rock Fairmont Crest, which causes Jacob to deliver earth-shattering news. In the video sneak peek at the end of Friday's episode, Jacob was on the phone with Vanessa. Did something happen to Doug? And what about the second revelation? Is it related to whatever the first earth-shattering revelation is? By the end of the week, Nicole gets an update and consoles a friend. Her bestie is Vanessa. So is that who she's consoling? If something happened to Doug, then Vanessa is going to need all the help that she can get. Here are your spoilers for Beyond the Gates on Monday, September 22nd, 2025. It's Vegas, baby, and anything is possible, as seen in Monday's episode, where Dani and Andre roll the dice and come to an agreement. Can Dani commit to Andre? Will the two of them come back from Vegas as a couple? Hopefully, the pair will avoid the Elvis-inspired wedding chapels after too many cocktails. Doug has been meeting with his day one buddy regarding his ongoing problem with Joey Armstrong. These meetings have Randy very concerned, not just for Doug's safety, but for his own. Randy was supposed to leave town, but being seen would only put him on Joey's radar. However, it may be too late for that, as Doug has gone and told Bill Hamilton about Joey, asking for help and taking him down. He also mentioned a friend who had been hired to kill someone. Doug's mouth may have gotten both him and Randy in hot water, as Bill then met with Joey and laid it all bare. In Monday's episode, Vanessa faces mounting pressure from Doug to make a difficult choice. Ted came clean to Nicole when asked about whether he slept with Leslie again, and Nicole, who was enraged by the truth, told him that she would use it against him in court. In Monday's episode, Nicole exposes Ted's latest indiscretion to Anita, and no guessing is needed about what Anita will say on the matter. Tomas organized a romantic night for the two of them, and it started well with Kat loving every minute of it. Still, the way it ended was anything but romantic. The night ended with Kat and Tomas sleeping together, and Kat wasn't impressed at all and got snarky with Tomas. Tomas then got dressed and left, and when Kat said she was going to get a car, Tomas said, "Sure, suit yourself," before walking out. It will take some fixing before these two see each other again. In Monday's episode, Kat opens up to Chelsea about her confusing feelings for Tomas. Here's your Beyond the Gates weekly recap for the episodes that aired September 15th to 19th, 2025. On Beyond the Gates, Smitty found it odd that Nicole wanted him to forgive Martin, while she wouldn't forgive Ted. Samantha confessed to Martin that she almost had sex with Nathan and decided she needed advice from a female perspective, specifically from June, as June was about to lose her waitressing job at Orphe Jeans before even finishing her first day. A good Samaritan customer came to her aid. Tyrell was initially opposed to Samantha's involvement in June's life, but he ultimately supported his sister as she sought some motherly advice from June. Chelsea was still reticent about being online in the wake of her kidnapping, especially where promoting the rescheduled Chelsea Cat launch was concerned, but Anita talked her granddaughter into doing the event as a live stream, with the feed being monitored for potential troublemakers. Anita also convinced Kat to make things up with Tomas, who wondered if the timing was just wrong for their relationship. After Kat persisted, Tomas surprised her with a romantic dinner, but Kat was unable to make love to him, and when she blurted out that he wasn't good in bed, he walked out. Derek wanted to know why Ashley would want to marry a paralyzed man and wondered if she was just in love with the idea of nursing him. But eventually, he accepted Ashley's proposal. Ashley shared the news with a flattened Andre, who seemed more sad than happy about her announcement. Shanice also questioned the engagement and discovered that Derek had regained some feeling in his legs, though he chose not to tell Ashley about it. Derek was transferred to outpatient care and agreed to move in with Ashley. After spying Dani and Bill scheduling a celebration for Chelsea, Haley got to work pretending Tomas was seducing her and made sure Bill saw it. Despite Bill catching on to the ruse, he agreed to Haley's demand to remind Dani that Haley was the only woman in his life. Both Dani and Andre were upset and drowned their sorrows together, hitting on the idea of taking a spontaneous trip to Vegas, with Andre dropping the hint that they could get married there. Vanessa reveled in laundering Joey's money, but wouldn't admit that she loved him, saying that she couldn't just turn off her feelings for her high school sweetheart Doug. When Randy heard that Vanessa was still sleeping around on Doug, he felt Doug was being cuckolded by her and refused to participate in a new plan to destroy Joey. Doug went to Bill for help, only for Bill to rat Doug out to Joey. Suspicious of Bill, Randy decided to recruit a confidential source to keep tabs on his former employer. Anita was violently opposed to the idea of telling a questioning Leslie anything about Barbara, but Leslie was so desperate and vulnerable that Anita ended up sharing some details about her one-time bandmate, shocking herself. Hearing from Eva that Ted had gotten drunk in his hotel room, Leslie headed there and managed to get Ted into bed. When Ted sobered up, he commanded Leslie not to say anything about their encounter, but Leslie couldn't resist bragging to Eva about it. Eva accused Ted of using her mother and warned him that he had given Leslie false hope about a reunion. Nicole admitted to Anita that she had been thinking about giving Ted another chance, but that idea was shattered when Leslie presented Nicole with Ted's tie. Vanessa saw Nicole agonizing over whether or not Ted had actually slept with Leslie and advised her friend to get the information directly from Ted. The plastic surgeon started to lie when Nicole confronted him, but he caught himself and told Nicole the truth about what he'd done, noticing from her upset that it seemed she still cared. Nicole agreed that she cared, because Ted's romp with Leslie had just given her more ammunition in their divorce. The action in the Beyond the Gates spoilers preview video for the week of September 22 opens as Andre and Dani fall onto a bed, laughing at themselves. Are they simply having a good time, or is there more going on? The scene quickly switches to Anita walking in sparkly silver shoes, wearing a red gown. She says, "We don't ask why, we say bye-bye." She waves her hands for emphasis. Andre and Dani are there, and they seem to recognize someone. Andre's about to say something when a stunned Dani says, "That's..." Before the segment ends, and another begins, the scene switches to Vanessa and Joey in the casino's private poker room. "You want to take me on vacation?" Vanessa asks, completely stunned by his surprising proposal. It appears she accepts, because the next moment, the illicit lovers are in what looks like a resort hotel room. "I have a request," he tells her. "Name it," Vanessa responds. "Take off your wedding ring," he says. Will Vanessa do as she's asked? Back at the casino's private poker room, Doug twists his wedding ring around his finger as he enjoys a drink with date, Marcel Malone. "This marriage thing is nothing but a high-stakes scandal, and the odds are never in your favor," Doug says as he holds his drink in his hand. The setting switches to the police station. Jacob is in a private corner of the station on his cell phone as Marcel approaches from behind him. "Vanessa, there is an important matter I need to talk with you about," he says.